You look like a Vulcan. No, you look good. So
cool. Hey, we are live,
So.
Fish.
anyways,
It's
yeah.
good stuff.
So
Yeah.
you want to see something real quick, buddy?
Uh-huh.
So I just got off work at Chuck's last night, and I got a guy. Guy walks in. I've never met this guy before. His name is Jerry. He looks like this. Now that
wow.
actor, Patrick Stewart, playing Jean-Luc Picard in Star Trek: The Next Generation with Kate McFadden. Check out everyone who's watching or listening. He's got a hairdo where it's bald on top, the hair on the side, and the hair in the back. Right? This guy sit there. He orders. Okay, he orders a glass of wine. I get the glass of the guy, and he pulls a brush you do a dog with, you brush a dog with, and he starts doing this. As he's talking to me. It was the most awkward thing because you have no effing hair. And the hairs that you're doing, and hair was so coarse against his skin, his scalp. Not like my hair or your hair, where you're going to actually comb it down. I just thought it was very interesting to start off our Christmas week and do a little daily fish story.
He might have wanted to just kind of massage the scalp. He wanted to massage the scalp. That's all.
I would usually say to someone, "Can you go in the bathroom?" Because it's kind of a health thing, But there's no one in the bar, and I didn't care. And he had no hair, but the way it was, look on his face. So there's got to be an etiquette when you give presents to someone for the holidays. There's Christmas parties. My grandmother was the worst. If you gave my grandmother, and I love my grandmother Rose, my mom's mom, one of the greatest people on the planet. If you gave her a gift, she'd open it. I got to save the paper. Open the present. Look at her face when she got it. You go, I already have this in chartreuse. So I would say, can you at least speak so I got a present? It's got it. We teach an etiquette class to have accept a present. Wouldn't you agree? I mean, it's crazy. I mean, so every time I'd say, look at Nanny, call her Nanny, look at Nanny Rose. We just got her a scarf. Watch her face. I don't like it. It's the thought that counts. My Lord. Wow. Jesus. Wow. Anyways, what's going on with you, man? How you feeling? You had no water in your place?
I'm feeling good. No, we have no hot water here, and we're trying to figure out why. We actually had somebody come out and they said your hot water heater is working perfectly. The problem is there's no electricity going to it, so it's on a weekend. So how do you get somebody to come out on the weekend? So we're okay right now. The reason why I'm wearing a hat is because I couldn't do anything with my hair, so I wanted to cover it up. So I'm doing that. But for the most part, I'm looking forward to 3 really intriguing games today in the NFL. So we're going to be dealing with that. So I'm going to stink a little because I probably won't shower until tomorrow. I've got a gym I can go to and do that, but I just don't want to do that. But other than that, how about you? What are you up to today?
Too much information. There's only one intriguing game in the NFL today, and that's the Bills and the Dolphins tonight, because the Dolphins made a big deal about no snow. Well, they're expecting 2 inches of snow tonight in Buffalo during the game. Now, the Browns and Ravens, the Browns are basically out of it. The Ravens are the middle game today. Browns are playing the third-string quarterback. And then Indianapolis and Minnesota. I mean, Minnesota can only screw up their positioning by losing to Jeff Saturday and a team that's done nothing since the Raiders. So I'm not really concerned about the games today. There's some good bowl games on, though. They're playing, there's some games on. Yeah. There's a game on right now. You keep talking. And but what? You talk.
Yes.
Tell everyone what's going on with us February 12th.
Yeah, actually, we have Bryan Cranston coming on again. So Bryan is, as you know, the star of Breaking Bad. He's got a number of projects coming up as well. So we're going to talk to him about that. But he's a huge Dodger fan. So we're going to talk baseball with him as to what he thinks the Dodgers have done in the offseason or what they've not done. And, because one of the things we talked about was, maybe teams aren't, or maybe players aren't that interested in going to the Dodgers anymore. I mean, the fact that they did not pick up a lot of free agents, but who knows? They're probably going to start doing some wheeling and dealing. They're still a pretty good team. But anyway, Bryan's got a great read on the Dodgers and their history. So we're going to talk to him about that. That's coming up on January 12th. So put that on your calendar. And if you don't get it live when we interview Brian, you can always go to the different sites that we have that you can go and check us out, because we are on Facebook at daily.fish.5. We're also on YouTube. We're on Spotify, Apple, iHeart, Stitcher, and Amazon. You can also watch us on Facebook at Myrtle Beach Golf Channel, Myrtle Beach Grand Strand Life. And you can also check us out on Wingding TV. You can get the app, or you can go to Wingding TV as well online. Also, check out our post, because we are on Facebook and Twitter. And we haven't gotten kicked off Twitter yet. You would think that possibly we would, but we've got a lot of stuff throughout the week. So did you find, did I feel good enough for you? Was that good?
I'm looking. I'm watching Cincinnati and Louisville are playing with 29 seconds to go in the first. So yeah, you filled in pretty good. So that's that. The Dodgers did sign Noah Syndergaard. That's a decent. Actually, if the guy has recovered from his Tommy John, that's a great pickup for them. But you're right. I mean, there's a little look. And now that it's kind of subsided, a lot of the baseball hot stove league, we're gonna head into the bowl season. We got the 3 weeks after tomorrow, 3 weeks up in the NFL season, and it's hard to believe that a lot of the top tier teams that are iconic are in trouble. Green Bay, Tampa stinks, so who knows? Raiders are out, Denver's out.
Yeah,
New England could be out. The Raiders beating them tomorrow here. Who knows? I mean,
yeah, I think the Bills game is going to be important tonight, because I think the Bills are going to cement their. I think they win easily tonight. I don't think the Dolphins can play in the snow. I'd be really surprised if the Dolphins won tonight. That would be one of the games for the ages for the Dolphins as far as their franchise goes. I don't see them pulling that off. I see the Bills easily winning. I still see the Bills and the Chiefs up there. I love the 49ers. I love what the 49ers are doing, even though they lost Garoppolo. I mean, this kid, to me, I think this kid could be the next Tom Brady. I mean, he's real purdy. And I think I love watching him. And I love that defense. This 49ers defense is, okay, keep coming. You missed the bald spot up on top there. So.
Purdy. No bald spots here. Come on. How full of shit are you?
No, I
got Scott Mitchell and Rob Johnson.
Look at that. I'm getting bald spots now.
Yeah, you got a little something up there. You got, oh man.
Well,
remember that shit top coverage Jason Spray in the 70s?
Oh God, yeah. Oh yeah.
No. Purdy is Purdy. But I go back to Scott Mitchell, Rob Johnson had great ending seasons, got big contracts, and stunk. Matt Flynn. Yeah. Remember Matt Flynn had a great NBA, stunk. I'm not really to anoint this kid anything. He's the number one defense. He's playing great, but he's a backup. If he loses in our first round of the playoffs and throws 3 picks against Philly, no one's going to care. So you're right. Yeah. He's having a good little run in 2 games. We'll see what happens. It's a good story. Yeah. Okay.
It is.
And that's what it's about. It's stories right now. I can't get over this guy combing. The way he combed his hair, I wish I should have taken him. You're good with the phone with videos. I can't. That's evasion of privacy. Look on his
face. God, you should have gotten it.
Look at my face. How do you not think that that's proper etiquette? What's wrong with people? I mean, you're in a bar. I get it. There's no one in there. And I should have said go in the bathroom and do that. Could you imagine if you would have spit on the thing? Asked, hey, do you have any hair gel back there? Yeah. Let's get the couple of us sticking out over here. I can't, man. Good guy too, and I think he's going to be a good customer. He gambled. He had a lot of laughs. Big Michigan fan. This guy. He's so excited about what's going on in Michigan. We get Hardline on Monday. We'll talk about Detroit Lions. For once, Detroit has football on top of their agenda right now, John, with the Lions and the Michigan Wolverines.
I tell you, I love this Lions team. I think they're hot, and they've got a big game coming up. Who are they playing? Wait a minute, because I picked them. I'm trying to. They're playing the Jets. They're playing the Jets in New York, and so that's going to be a game I'm going to be watching definitely tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm watching all of them. Like I said, we get up. I get up from Shucks. My son comes over with his wife and the kid, and we just cook and eat and watch. And one thing about being a diehard Raider fan is every week when it's a disaster, 2 days later you can't wait for the next disaster to happen. It's amazing when you're loyal to a team. I don't like people out there. So many people that you meet nowadays that are fair weathered fans. You and I didn't grow up that way. I'm a Raider fan, and it's been heart wrenching and it tears your gut and your soul out. But I still get excited, and I can't wait when it's over. I get ready for baseball season. I'll get excited about the Dodgers, and the Dodgers are giving me a lot of, but
Mhm.
it doesn't end so well in the playoffs. At least make the playoffs. But look, are you still a Giants fan? I mean, I do. Who's your team still?
Well, I guess really, the Patriots would be more than anything else. But I was always a Giants fan, and people kind of, how could you be for the New York team or a Boston team? The reason being is because when I was a kid and I started watching football, the AFL and the NFL were on different channels. And in the Hartford, Connecticut area, the only NFL team you watched at 1 o'clock was the New York Giants. And then the NBC affiliate did the AFL, so I got a chance to watch the Patriots. And again, I was a Red Sox fan, but I always enjoyed the Giants. I always rooted for the Giants. One of the best Super Bowls for me was the two Super Bowls was the Giants and the Patriots, because I had already won the Super Bowl, so that was great. But I think the Giants might be done. I think with the last couple of games, I think their defense has kind of shown, they're not holding up. The Eagles are a good team. They are a really good team. Don't let anybody tell you, they're a flash in the pan. I don't think they are. I think they're a really good team. Giants just aren't. Could they make the playoffs? They might, but right now I'm betting against them.
Well, I think Seattle losing 3 of their last 4 games and are all at home to the Raiders, Carolina, and they lost the other night to 49ers, John. They're taking a huge dump right now. I think
Yep.
whoever wins the Commanders, John, the Commanders play the Giants tomorrow night in D.C. in the Sunday night game. Whoever wins that game has a really good shot at making the playoffs, and the other one could be looking on the outside. And it's exciting time of the year. Bowl season. There's bowls everywhere. There's 5, 6 bowl games. The Las Vegas Bowl here today between Florida and Oregon State goes off in a few hours. So, like I said, it's an exciting time of year. For us to get Brian Cranston on the show is exciting because you could talk about the Dodgers all you want. I like asking Brian questions like this. Have you, because when you get to be our age, you can't trust a fart. There has to be a scene he's ever done where he's got dump or shit right there in the middle of the scene. What do you do? I mean, I know I sound horrible. People think I'm just vile all the time, but a lot of things that I say happen to people. I know, but have you ever been in a situation where you really have to go to the bathroom? You got to hold it. I was walking my dog, and there's nowhere. I had to take a crap so bad. What do you do? Do you shit your pants? Now I got lucky. I went to the bed. There's a bathroom in the park. You know where I live around Gowan. The bathroom in the park, but it was locked. All right. So I had do you go in the women's? No, I go in the women's bathroom and I squat. I'll get in trouble. Some girl's gonna walk in there. Here comes the metro. I'm in a decent exposure. I mean, we all get in those situations. No one talks about it. We talk about it here on Daily Fish because it's happy. I mean, I got a kid, Pullman, great bartenders in this town. He's a legend. He just put on that. We all have these stories bartending about a guy walking in. My face, like this. I can't get over it. No, it's good to be back on. I feel good. You feeling good?
I'm feeling really good. Yeah. No. I, just kind of getting revved up for the new year as well. We're actually going to be spending 3 or 4 days in Hilton Head right after Christmas with some friends, which is about a 3 or 4 hour drive away. So playing a little golf, but getting to see some friends. But for the most part, that's all we're doing, and just getting revved up for the new year. I think the new year is going to be great. It's going to be great for us here at Daily Fish because I know we've got a number of people that want to come on the show. We just got to line them up and get them on at certain times. And I just know January and February are going to be dynamite as we get into the NFL playoffs. We're going to have Hardline on there with the bets. And I think there's just so much to talk about. And the the NCAA basketball, for instance, today in the Big East is starting their conference play. So my Providence College Friars are playing Seton Hall. And there's going to be some good games. That conference is going to be good. Are they going to control the NCAA? No, I don't think so. But they're going to be an interesting season. So we've got so much to talk about, and then we'll get into spring training, and I'm looking forward to the new year.
I worry about something happened to him, and we'll get it at him. He's a great guy. I mean, the fact that he comes on, the fact that he acknowledges me, and he loves you. He tells me he knows I'm a schmuck. Now, you made a good point with the NCAA coming up. I think that aren't the Rebels like 10-0? The Rebels are phenomenal this year with Kevin Kruger. So that's a good story we're going to follow here on Daily Fish, and we'll get you up to date. But how happy are we for cohort Hardison? Because Hardison's a huge football fan, and Michigan's in the playoffs, and the Lions, who everyone's rooting for because they've stunk for so long, if they went out daily, they're in the playoffs. And how do you not root for that guy, Dan Campbell? So great stuff going on. And,
I agree. And you know, when you watch the Lions play, they're a good team. They got a good defense, and they've slowly started building. You know, hopefully they don't get any injuries, but I think they're a decent team.
It's a great team. I mean, they were 1-5. Now they're 6-7. They have a good chance to go on the road tomorrow and beat the Jets. The Jets have faltered a little bit. You know, this is it. The thing, you know, Bully said the games in December are the ones you remember. But the big thing about this time in football, more than any other sport, is injuries. Who's the healthiest usually makes it to the end. And last year, Cincinnati and Kansas City had the least amount. Cincinnati and the Rams had the least amount of injuries, and those two teams came to fruition and made the Super Bowl. You know, John, let me ask you this. Do you see a team – we both think that the 49ers and the Eagles are going to be the representatives for the NFC Championship. Do you see a team in the NFC or AFC? I might have one that could really be a surprise.
Let me see. In the NFC, the Vikings to me are. I'm not certain on them yet. Certainly nobody in the South. The Cowboys to me, I just think they're missing something. There's just when you get into a crucial part of the game. I mean, they can blow somebody out, but when you get into a crucial part of the game, I really don't. To me, I think it's the Eagles and the Niners. I look at the Eagles team. I love their line. I love their defense. The 49ers defense to me, I think is the best in the game. I don't see anybody. I really don't see anybody getting past them. Who's your pick?
I think the Lions, because the Lions defense was ranked 27th. They're now in the teens, and Goff is quietly at 24 touchdowns and 7 picks, is having a Pro Bowl type year with the young team. They're hot. When your Giants beat you talked earlier about the Giants when the Super Bowls were great in your life when they beat the Patriots. Both those years they ended like on a 5-game winning streak. So the teams get hot now, and they're peaking. In the AFC, I know they're going through a little slump right now. Not a slump, but they've had a slump. Keep an eye on the Los Angeles Chargers. I think they're going to win out and go 11-6. And you know how I feel. As much as they're in my division and they stab you in the heart, I love Justin Herbert. I think he's just a phenomenal talent. And what do you think in the AFC? Everyone says, John, I'm going to ask you, Chiefs, Bills, and Bengals. I got the Chargers making a stink maybe.
I would agree. Let me just go back to the Lions. I don't think the Lions are going to get to the Super Bowl or the NFC Championship game, but I do think they can do, if they get into the playoffs, I think they can do something. I still think the Eagles and the 49ers. But yes, on the Chargers. One of the things about the Chargers is, you know, their defense is finally beginning to, I should say their offense is finally beginning to gel a little bit more. I still think they need some, I don't know if they need a new offensive coordinator or not, because Justin Herbert should be compiling 40 points a game. That's how good he is. Their defense at the beginning of the season was really touted as one of the top defenses. They went out and did a good job. They had a ton of injuries. They're finally getting people back. So I agree with you. I think the Chargers could be the real dark horse in there. At the same time, too, I still like the Bengals. I think the Bengals are coming back strong. I think they're getting healthier. I still think Kansas City is there. I think the Bills, watch them tonight. I think the Bills are a good team. There's a lot of good teams in the AFC that could do something. So I see more of a surprise there than I do in the NFC.
I binge watched. Phenomenal. I'm a big binge watcher. I watch anything on network TV. There's a lot of good things on network TV. I haven't watched. My eyes are all itchy. Maybe for looking at this guy comb. Maybe the filaments from his hair hit me in the eyes. It's affecting me now. There's a show. It's a series on series on Netflix called Last Chance U, and it takes teams that are junior college teams in college basketball and football, and they went back to East Los Angeles College. The last season was COVID cut them off, and it's a coach. His name is John Mosley. He's the most inspiring coach I've ever seen, and it's so brilliant to watch these young inner city kids try and get Division I scholarships, and their stories are so compelling and so heart wrenching that you cannot turn this thing off. And the kids are homeless and they're just trying to play basketball and get that ride, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful. It's tear jerking. It's almost like a Hallmark Channel type stuff with cursing. Watch it.
Yeah, I've heard great things about it. I've heard really good things about that, and that's on one of my playlists.
John, real quick, you got to. This is not something for Terry or Vicky. It's so brutally violent, but the dialogue and the humor in a movie called Bullet Train, which I watched also streaming with Brad Pitt. It's an action adventure thing that takes place on a train with all these assassins, sort of like John Wick on a train. And Brad Pitt's character is so funny and so great. The dialogue, it is the most violent movie I've ever seen. But again, the humor keeps it going. You'd love it, but it's not something my wife would never go for. So I watched Bullet Train. I watched Last Chance U. What did you watch? A documentary on how to make nuclear fusion?
Actually, what I did is I finished a book called Bad News. So I got that done because I'm going to try to get him on the show. What I'm waiting for is, and again, I wait for certain things that my wife would want to watch. So Emily in Paris is coming back. And then the other one is Jack Ryan. The new season of Jack Ryan's coming back. It's been about 2 or 3 years. So I'm going to be watching that over the holidays at some point. But no, I haven't because I've been busy with other stuff. And so what I try to do is I try to listen to books on tape. So I try to devour as much as I can to help our show as well.
Well, you do help the show. You are the show. This is what I can't stand about the holidays right now. Is the Hallmark Channel and every single goddamn movie stars Christine Lottie and Gregory Harrison, stars from the 80s, and it's the same story. They have a kid that goes away like that. I mentioned this when we had Heidi on the show. They have a son that goes to Iraq. He gets injured. He's missing in action. Right, and then his fiance goes out and she bangs the mailman. Right? They have a kid. Then the kid missing in action miraculously comes back right at Christmas when they're putting the tree up, and they all live happily ever after with threesomes implied. I don't get it. Every single story involves someone leaving Christmas ever after, and it's amazing when they have these things. They go, when you have sex in real life, you don't wake up with makeup perfect on your face. You're not Susan Lucci who had an all-night sex session and her lipstick is perfect. Oh, I had a big crush. Susan Lucci is, people. Go Google that one. That was a gorgeous little, like a 4'9" midget Italian chick that was on. I didn't say that, did I? On All My Children. I can't get this guy out of my head. I can't get this. I can't do it, man. So
actually, Susan Lucci. I think Susan Lucci is close to 70. O'Hurley said she was one of the best kissers he ever had. So he always raves about her, and he says she was also a great person. He really enjoyed having her. But you know what's really interesting?
Probably kissed her. Go ahead.
I was going to say the Hallmark Channel is, and I don't watch it, but I hear a lot of people because I just need an escape from all the crap that's going on in the world. So I kind of understand. And the Hallmark Channel is doing very, very well.
We know what I do? I watch the Playboy Channel. They have better stories. Yeah, I'd rather have a hooker whose son goes to Iraq, comes back, and there's threesomes and an orgy at the Green Door. But that's me. All right. O'Hurley, I love John O'Hurley, friend of the show. Roommates with you at Providence College, and absolutely great actor and game show host. But I guarantee you, can you hear my audio pretty good on this one?
Oh yeah.
I guarantee you that John O'Hurley kissed Susan Lucci and then pulled away and said, What do you do? Remember him on To Tell the Truth? Oh God. And no. No, seriously. I mean, and that's a tree. You know Cranston, you know Hurley, and I get to sit in on these conversations, but can't wait for Jen. I want to put Brian on the spot too because he's come to Vegas to promote his mezcal called Dos Hombres, and I found out he was in a bar about a mile away from me, and I almost left my shift. Had the don't tell the owners of Shucks. Had the chef watch the bar for me and go grab his ass at there and Paul and go, come in my bar. We'll have a party. I'll give you some jambalaya. We'll have a great time. But it didn't happen. Brian Cranston is not getting out of Las Vegas next time without going into Shucks Tavern on North Durango. Hey, Pullman, if you're listening, where do you work? I'll give you a plug. I forgot where you work. Pullman is a legendary bartender in this town. Guy's been around forever. So if he gives me a plug, I'll tell you when he's working. But
okay. Well,
I'm excited.
Well, and when you watch the show with us, remember we have our drink of the week, and it's sponsored by Shucks Tavern. And what's great about it, Shucks Tavern is great seafood and drinks, 2 locations. And if you're in the northwest side of town on North Durango, Fish is there overnight. You walk in there and you say Daily Fish Podcast, you get a free drink. You do it the next day, you get a free appetizer. So check out Shucks Tavern. You can check them out on Facebook. And also make sure to bring your comb so when you're in there, you can comb your hair when you're sitting at the bar with Fish.
To you, Pullman, bartenders will come. If we ever do another bartender show, I'll have this kid up. He works at Blue Dogs Pub on Trop and Pecos. Good. He's not in my neighborhood to give me a competition because this kid is one of the top bartenders in town. So if you're on the east side of town, folks, I'll give a plug. Hit this kid up. Pullman. The guy's he's worked at a lot of bars in town because when his ex-wives find him, all of them hang out at the bar. They rat him out. He's got to move to another bar. Blue Dogs Pub on Trop and Pecos, east side of town.
Very nice.
Hey, Pullman, how many girls at your bar have teeth? What I just said, Daly?
Oh, you're gonna get in trouble.
Yeah, he's there. He's graveyard. He's a Dustin like me, man. So wow. I guarantee this kid has the same stories. We'll do another bartenders down. We'll get another bartenders gig going on in
that was a great show. But again, that was a great show because I just laughed the whole time. But can we get a hot female bartender though?
We did. What about Nikki and Lalisa?
Oh, I know, but I mean, can we either get her again or can you find somebody else who's like her?
I've had hot bartenders on. You just don't look. You think you're the hottest. The thing about the people that we have on, the girls, the young girls, they don't do their eyebrows like Daly does. Matter of fact,
no.
The guy doing this, Daly's got a little bit of a comb that does this. Oh, I love it. I love your eyebrows, man. You look great. You're a good-looking guy, man. Good? I'm safe in my skin. Man. I could tell a man when he looks good. I can. There's no homophobic in me. I love women. I'm a heterosexual guy. Okay.
Really?
I'm a big. Oh yeah. I've been married 32 years.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I didn't.
Best 3 months. I've been married. You heard my line, John. I've been married 32 years. Best months of my wife's life. I mean, can I tell you? How long have you been married, John? You've been married what? 37 years?
Yeah, 37 years.
And tell me if you and I did not outkick our coverage with our wives. We really hit the jackpot.
Come on. We married up. We both married up big time.
Your wife's his wife is. I'm not gonna give you Terry's age, but she's him. But she's the best shape. She trains people. She could go out and run a marathon right now. All right. I mean, come on. That's great. What she's doing with you. Actually, she saw John and she said, John, who are you going to satisfy with that? And he goes, I guess me. You get it, John? Okay, forget it. Anyway,
it's all lighting
John,
and makeup. It's all lighting and makeup.
You're the leader of the thing. You host the show. Give us a good plug to get us for Monday, 9:00. We're going to talk about the football weekend, the bowl games. We'll talk about the NCAA, and we'll talk about some great politics that are coming up. That I got some doozies for you. So get us out of here.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff that we'll be cooking over the weekend just to get to you. So remember, it's Daily Fish. We're live at noon Eastern on Mondays, 9 a.m. Pacific. But you can watch us on so many other things. You can watch us on YouTube. You can listen to us on Spotify, Apple, iHeart, Stitcher, and Amazon. Go to some Facebook pages like the Myrtle Beach Golf Channel, Myrtle Beach Grand Strand Life. We're also on Wingding TV. And are we still on Hey Vegas TV?
I don't know. I don't know what we're on. You tell us.
Okay.
I know
All
the
right.
audios. Sometimes we're on,
Check
sometimes
out-
we're not. You know?
Check out Hey Vegas TV, and then also you can check out on Facebook and Twitter. Daily Fish is there. We post a lot of stuff, news updates, stuff we've been talking about on the show. So just check us out, and go to those sites, and we have some good stuff because we're going to be watching the sports all weekend. So we'll be going over that, and Fish is going to have his great memes. So it's always worthwhile to see what we're doing in addition to what we're talking about. And the hard line's going to be with us. So he'll have bets coming up that you'll need to know about. And we have get some great stuff coming. So I'm real excited for the new year as well.
Before we get out of here, I want to put everyone in a good mood. Okay. And this is one of the best shows we had all year. What was the guy's name that was on from Blazing Saddles? Burton who?
Oh, Burton Gilliam. Bubba Gilliam. Burton Bubba Gilliam.
Yeah. Well, we'll leave it at this one.
and the claim to fame for Burton Gilliam, Bubba, when he was on the show, was he was the first person to fart in that scene. One of the greatest scenes of all time, done by Mel Brooks. And that's, I mean, if you're not feeling good, go watch that and get a good laugh out of it. So,
well, why that's apropos is in the holiday season, there's a lot of dinners and a lot of holiday parties and a lot of Christmas dinners. And if you could do that after your dinner, in some countries like China, that's like absolutely, hey, thank you so much for that great meal. So I'm thankful for you, John, and I'll see you on Monday. All right.
Right back at you, buddy. Looking forward to the weekend. Looking forward to talking to you on Monday. And folks, thanks for joining us. We'll catch you.